The New England Patriots just got sneaky good wide receiver news. Let's talk about it. My name is Aaron. On the daily Patriots content, don't miss out. All you got to do, hit the subscribe button, notification bell, and hit the like button. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the precipice of 9,000. Join me, help me. Let's reach it together. That was super cheesy and corny, but I don't care. We're going with it. So today, what we're talking about on the wide receiver front, again, a lot of people saying, what about Terry McLaurin? Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin. It's almost like the seagulls from Finding Nemo that just say mine, 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 mine. Sorry, Disney phase right now with the kids. Anyways, Pixar phase. Everyone thinking possibly Patriots get Terry McLaurin. Again, I think what's going to happen, someone tried to make a bet with me for coffee and donuts. I would have made the bet because I love coffee and donuts. But Terry McLaurin will end up with the Commies. Micah Parsons will end up with the Cowboys. It's the writings on the wall. But for the Patriots and their wide receivers, my biggest argument has been, and what Mike Vrabel has said as well, is we're sticking with what we got. We're working with what we have. We're focusing on what's in front of us. And there is a lot of potential on this team, in this wide receiver room. We know Stephon Diggs, we know Pop Douglas, but I think there's a surprise number 2 wide receiver out there that not a lot of people are talking about, and that is my boy with one of the best names in the world, Kahan Booty. As I say, bring that booty from The Office. If you've ever seen it, if you haven't, funny show, you got to watch it. But as well, my guy Ray says booty call, which is hilarious as well. Anyways, Kahan Booty has impressed when it has come to training camp, when it was OTAs. We know last year, I sound like a broken record saying this, his connection with Drake May last year was perfect. It was right there. I think they're a connection in the making, and Kahan Booty has a great opportunity to be that number 2 wide receiver on this Patriots team. Again, a lot of people are saying, listen, Aaron, we have a lot of unproven people on this wide receiver, in this wide receiver group. I'd agree. Yeah, for sure. At the bottom, you have, Javon Baker, Jalen Polk, which right now I'm leaning more and more towards them getting cut, and Efton Chisholm making the team over them, truly. And even Kendrick Bourne, anyone who's watched this show knows that on Kendrick Bourne, I was kind of like, yeah, I think he's done. I think he's going to get cut. I think he's on the right now. If I'm projecting the 53-man roster, I have him on the team. I have Polk and Baker most likely hitting the road. We'll see. Again, they might take an opportunity on Polk. I know Mike Vrabel said that he hasn't made any mental errors. He's been great since he's been back and participating. But again, a lot of times you run with the guys that are your guys. I know Kahan Booty was not drafted by Mike Vrabel. I understand that. But again, he's performing well, so it's like, hey, you can stick around. But these other guys, hit the road. Anyways, Kahan Booty, back to him. Mac Hollins has been out. And so he's gotten more of the top perimeter outside options when it comes to practice. Caught a very impressive 40-yard over the shoulders right in the basket from Joshua Aerospace engineer Dobbs. Only reason I say that is because every time he played at Tennessee, they said that every broadcast at least 100 times. If you played a drinking game, you'd probably be dead from the amount of times they said it. Beside the point, Kahan Booty, Joshua Dobbs, up the sideline, beautiful go route, boom. Beautiful. It was great. Making impressive catches also from Drake May. And the question is, does he have the potential to have a breakout year? And my answer is 100% yes. I think that a lot of people are looking past Kahan Booty because the big stories right now in this wide receiver room are Stephon Diggs. I would tell you Polk and Baker, are they going to make the team? And then I would tell you Efton Chisholm, because Efton Chisholm, he's an undrafted free agent. A lot of people, he's a fan favorite right now. I would tell you a lot of my comments, a lot of the emails I get are all about Efton Chisholm. Do you think he's going to make the team? Do you think he's going to make the team? Listen, a lot of people love him. He's a Josh McDaniels. He is a literally what he would want in the slot. Boom. Him and Pop can be unreal. So again, I think all those different stories are kind of overshadowing the Kahan Booty story of how he has the potential to really step up and be a solid wide receiver too, with Drake May in Drake May's sophomore year. So comment below, tell me what you think. I am very, very high on Kahan Booty. And I would tell you, I think that, again, we look at this team, Stephon Diggs, is he going to be the future there in the future with Drake May for years to come? I'm going to tell you probably not, because the man is, in his 30s. He's older. I think he'll finish out his contract if he does well this year. Yes. But you look at people like Kahan Booty, who's younger. You look at Pop Douglas, who's younger. Afton Chisholm, who is younger. You look at Kyle Williams. Shoot, I didn't even say Kyle Williams. I think he has the potential to have a great breakout as well. You're probably thinking, Aaron, you idiot, you haven't even mentioned him yet. You're right, my fault. And so I think there's a lot of other young talent that have a lot of potential to blossom with Drake May now and down the road. And Kahan Booty, I think he is one of those front runners for him. So comment below, tell me what you think. Kahan Booty, you got any good catchphrases besides what I say and Ray says? Comment below, would love to hear them. Next up, and I was going to lead with this story, but again, I'm not sure how I feel about it. But Gelani Tavi, the question is he on the chopping block? In your eyes, I want you to answer this as well when you're answering about Kahan Booty, or tell me your booty slogan for Kahan Booty, whatever you want to say. But Tavi, last year, we can't forget that defense. A lot of people, me included, thought was going to be the thing that held the Patriots together, and for a handful of games, it was. And then injury came in, and it was wild. It was rough. And so last year, though, he led the team in 115 tackles. 58 of those were solo tackles. The man can tackle. The man is aggressive downfield. The big question is this. One, he was injured at the beginning of June, kind of a calf injury, early OTAs. So it's kind of been odd for him. But the question is he going to make the 53-man roster? With a Vrabel Williams defense, I think they are looking for, he's pushing 255, not as fast as you look at Gibbons, Spillane, Ellis. And those are the kind of, there's a reason Jack Gibbons came from Tennessee. He was picked up by Mike Vrabel when he was at Tennessee. The connections these guys all have. And so it's like, these are what Mike Vrabel, Terrell Williams, the speedy linebackers that can really do it all. The Swiss Army knife, and I would tell you, in linebackers. So Tavi, the question is, does he have a place on this Patriots team? And so I've seen multiple 53-man roster projections, and a handful of them have not had Tavi. And so the question again becomes, is he someone that the Patriots, this front office, sees as valuable in this new style defense that they're bringing in? Again, I think he had a lot to offer last year. If he gets dropped, for a fact he will be picked up very quickly. I believe he's 28 years old. And so the question becomes, what do the Patriots do? What do the Patriots do with Tavi moving forward? Do they keep him in a system that, again, if he's going to struggle in coverage and all these different things, is that going to be ideal? But again, I would add that he is a very aggressive downhill tackler who has shown he can make solo like open field tackles, obviously in the backfield, tackles for loss, all those different things, where we know instead of going to a kind of read and react, a two-gap system, where it's going more towards a one-gap system that Vrabel wants. And Tavi, I think, can excel in that. But I think the question becomes the other side of the duties for linebackers in this scheme. Is Tavi going to be able to do that when it comes to, coverage? And the question is, I don't know. I don't know. But I want to ask you, what do you think? Do you think, I lean towards he makes the roster, but I think a lot of people are leaning against. So give me your thoughts. Comment below. Regardless, if he gets cut, he's making someone's team. So let me hear you. Would love to hear from you. Don't miss out. Remember, we're almost to 9,000. Be a part of it. Hit the subscribe button. We'll talk later. Have a great day. Peace.